Hello all, this is Chloe ASMR, and I am taking a class called Dance History for my Gen Ed, and one of the assignments for tomorrow is to read Chapter 7. So I'm going to read Chapter 7 in a whisper, okay? Just so you know, I am using YouTube Capture to upload my videos because it's free. So unfortunately I only get 15 minutes of recording time, so there is a likelihood that this video will cut off. We'll just leave it at that though. I won't make a part 2 or anything. If it cuts off, so be it. Okay. Also, before I get started, don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, to interact. Okay, so chapter 7.